Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to use OpenPLC and connection between the button and ladder diagram to the structured text. That means we are going to game and change the value on the button. Then this value go inside to the structured and process and be processed, and we got the equal what's happened. So I just remember what's happened to me. I was looking too much and I didn't find the example that connecting it, so I do it for you. And the other we are going to learn how to learn. So this is something very special. This software has something very special. We just if we have something we don't know how to programming it in the structured text, we just make the schema on the ladder diagram and running the simulation, and the software, the compiler, build the files, and one of them is our project in the structured text. Actually, the software working on structured text, but the ladder diagram, it's something special for us. So let's starting. I'm sorry about my English, not so well, so I have made many confused and mistakes, so just we'll live with this. Okay. New. The software asked me to make a new empty folder. I named it LDST, ladder diagram and structured text. Select the folder and select the folder. Now the software asks me to choose the language. So I'm starting with LD diagram, ladder diagram, and after that I include the ST diagram. I add ST diagram to the project, and I connect between them together. So to see better, I will do it big. Okay, let's start with the schema. We need to use a big space because it's not only contact and the coil. We have to point. After that, we have to point. We have to add 2 points, and the value of that point go into the code, structured code. Okay, so let's add 2 variables. The type is Boolean. This variable name B, and this variable name L. Now add contact, new contact. This contact working with the variable V, variable B, and we add the coil, and this contact working with the variable L. We do a big space. Now connect. Let's complete the schema, then running simulation to see if everything is okay. And now I want to show you something very special. That this software has. Okay, open the project, go to the folder of the folder project, go to the build, and we got many files that the compiler building. Look at this. This is the structured PLC. This is generated PLC .st. This is the example code st for us what we are building right now. So just take the editor, notepad, something, a simple editor, and take this file and throw into the editor. And now I want to show you, this is the code. This is the structured code. L equal B. That's it. So we do a little bit change. Stop the simulation. We do a little bit change, and we do it negative and running the simulation. Then we back to the editor and we see the files changing on the disk. So that means the compiler build the file again, rebuild the file, and we are going to see the L equal inverter B. As you see, L equal not B. So this is the code as to example. And now I want to just understand something. So we just building the schema. Okay, let's do one more. We are called we just no. We just let's do one more contactor. One more contactor. Let's back this contactor, and we just add one more contactor. This contactor is it will be working with the L. Now we have to change it for in 2 point. By the way, you have to the first build this with many point. No matter, you can leave many point in the air and not connecting it. So now I want we run the simulation again, and I want to show you what happened in the ST code. You see L equal B or L. This is a gates OR. You know, gate in the logic. This is gate OR. If we add one more and just say MB, okay, and delete it. This is the else. This is the last. I just want to show you this something very nice. You know, you probably know about this is schema. Everybody know about it. Contact and hold, and everybody know it. But let's running the simulation again. Let's running the simulation. Okay, now reload, and we see MB, not MB, because we inverted it. all this band only one, and with this one, and this band is OR gates, and all this get. You understand what is going here? So that's mean if we have something and we don't know how to programming it, we just build the file, just build the project and ladder diagram, and we do the counters and the timers and run the simulation. We see everything okay, the simulation running and working. Then we just going to the structured PLC-ST, and we got the code and structured code. So this is a good way, wonderful way to learning how to programming it. If something we don't know, just do it at the ladder diagram and run the simulation, and just copy the code, for example, for the future. Now I want this code for the future, then copy and paste. This is a file st, but this is not a section for programming. This is not place for programming. Actually, we have to add file st into the program. This is the file st, but this is the compiler build it, so we are not programming here. Okay, so let's just to make it easy and the simple example, we just do it. I want to back for it's make it easier to check if we have the mistake, and I want this to delete, and then now I want to show you something. Now we are going to the configuration, and in the configuration we have to add two global variable. All the global variable writing we are adding in, we make it in the configuration. So add plus, then type boolean. You see it's a global variable. Then just I want to name it I0, and one more variable, and I want to name it O0. Then now if I'm going to back to the schematic, the ladder diagram, and I just add that variable, the global variable, in here, and the class external. So let's plus, and you have boolean type, and now we have to change it to the external, and this enable I0, and this named O0, same exactly the global. So here's writing class global, and here writing class the external. If you want, you can run simulation that you can see everything okay. Probably everything is okay. So now back to configuration. I want to show you something. You see program 0 and the instances. We have instance 0 name program 0, and this is this was going to be. So now let's point plus. We are point plus. We see it's named program, so we just want a new program plus new program. Then now we got the name of program 1. We can change it, but do not change it now. Then the language is going to be ST. Let's say OK, and we see program 0, the ladder diagram, and the ST. So now let's back the configuration, and then I want to add we have to program 0, and I want to add the program 1, so including here too. So let's do the plus and choice. We have list of our programs, so we choose the program 1. Now, as you see, we have two global variables, and here we have local variables for button and the other local variable for B, and we have the global variable, and here it's classes to the external, that global variable this and this. And what's going to, we just need to go to the program ST and add the two global variables, boolean external, it's named I0, then O0. Now we just do something now just so we want I0, we want O0 equal I0, but it's not same like programming C, but we have our example. As you see, we have our example, so the equal it's look like this. So we can copy all the line and change and again with this, but you see this is the example how to do it. So let's do O0, no, we have to do shift equal I0, and the end of the command like same programming C. Let's do usually. Okay, now we back to its log. Okay, we see now have a, so if we the most of mistake become here, the include here, and when we want to point we want to add a new point, so the global variable, we just delete it before and delete it before, then after we add the program ST. And now if we do it, we say problem and mistake, nobody defined in the program, nobody problem with the body, with the connection in the program 1. So this is the mistake. Okay, now we add the point, 2 point to the global, and just point right click on the button, add variable. This variable is output. This variable is, the value is going to be output to the ST code. Then I will call you input, input, because at the ST code is input, actually, as the ST code in input. So for us is no, output, then the ST code the value to input, but the symbols is output. Here the symbol must be output. Then I make one more, add variable, and this variable is input, and it's a O0. So what's going to be happen here? We change we gain with this, we got value value of the button, this connected to this point, and this point is working with variable I0, the external to the global, the I0, then is going to external global of the view from the ST. As you see, this is what's happened. And the other variable, this is back. Okay, let's see. So this is variable, and this is the command O0 equal I0. So the value became here, and the code ST just stay equal. Then this is back to configuration, and back here, and back come here, back to here, and we connecting this to the L. So now let's running the simulation. Waiting, we see everything is okay, no mistake. Now this is the first time we see what's happened. Just add the B and L. So now you know, when we have here we cannot game and change the value. This is only for schema, so we have to point at this glass and see what's happened here. And we got one more window, for the change this schematic ladder diagram, and one the other window for to change and game with the value. I want to change the display, not for you, for you. And now we see the B, and we see the false. Okay, B is false because the default, before you add the value, the default is false. So that's what's happened here. The default false, and O0 equal I0. So it's back to us the value with the value false. So the value back here false. Let's change it to the true, and we see this is up to the true, and this is up to the true too. We can back it to the false. Okay. Now let's go to the here. As you see, of course the file is changed because we do a changes in the schematic, and let's see what we have. The first we have the ladder diagram. This I0 equal B. As you see, the value come here and go to I0. So I0 equal B, and here the value back to here, and L equal the O0. You see, L equal O0. This is the ladder diagram. This is the ladder diagram section. Then you see, you know the configuration, but we are not editing this file. See, and this is the, where is the, yes, this is the program. You remember how much space we did between I0 and the end of the program and the end of the command, some. So we just back to the program, the ST, and we have the example. We have to example how to do the inverter. As you see, not. As you see, it's not. So we can copy it, and the first time we just copy it. It's not and change the name of the variable I advise you to understand you have to this, you have 2 point and 2 point with shift, so I advise you to the first to copy the example, then what do you think is going to be now here? Of course we run the simulation, so the compiler changed the file, so we will see this command here, and let's see, let's do reload, and as you see this is the same command here. So program one, the external variable, and we just see, look here, the global variable, and we see in our ladder diagram, we see variable B local, this is local variable B, simple variable, it says the local, so this is the external variable on the ladder diagram, and var, and you know the value of the B button going to the I0, and it's going to the global, and it's going to the programming. The I0 is coming here, this is the note, so that's it. So now we understand how to connecting between the button on ladder diagram and send the value to the SD code. Simple example, but something not less important that we understand now. So if we have something that we don't know how to programming in the SD code, we just build and schematic it on the LD ladder diagram, run the simulation, go to the folder of the project, just go to the folder of the project. My project is here, and ladder diagram document, OpenPLCeditor here, the build, and this is the file. You see we see many things, so I don't know what we are going to do. So okay, the details, let's back to the details. So as you see the details, we have to see we have to remember we have to include the ST here when we start using the software. So they ask me how each kind of code I want to use. So I just say ladder diagram, and it save it automatically. But when I said the plus add new program, it's not save it automatically. So we have to add it especially. So just point plus and choice the details, and that's it. Okay, the global, as you see, the global is the point, is the variables who's connecting between the ladder diagram and structured code programming, and the local, we cannot use the local out of the ladder diagram, external. So it's good to see, it's very good to save example of code. It's very good to save an example of code, because this example of code, copy it and save it in another file. This example of code just remind us what we forgot, and this example of code very help to see everything together, because we just say find if if we have big project, we just want to see I0 and find it, you know, have highlighted the value and many of the editor, so we just can just do highlighted and look and just look at the variable properties. So we just see 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know what's happened, because most of the problem become on the global. So thank you for watching. I hope I help you. Just use the code, and you're going to learning very easy. You know, if you want something example, you don't need to go to the internet. You just have the example very near for you. So my name is Nir Asper. I Mr. Problem on the school all my life, and only last years I studying English. Actually, before I never couldn't understand anything, and never could speak. So I did it. Thank you for watching. I hope I help you.